Hey Warriors fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome into Chat Sports, and today we have a fresh Golden State Warriors news and rumors video on the eve of opening night for the Golden State Warriors as they're going to take on the LA Clippers tomorrow, depending on when you watch this video. So stay tuned at the end of the video as we're going to preview Clippers versus Warriors Game 1 of the 82-game season. Boy, I could not wait to see the new Chase Arena, new Chase Center as they call it. You guys going to the game? I'm very, very curious. Comment down below if you guys are going to that game. Let's just jump right in, though, with the big story of the week that just dropped really a couple days ago. Klay Thompson, is he going to miss the entire season with the ACL injury? Now remember, he tears the ACL during the NBA Finals, but we were all told, or at least led to believe, that Klay Thompson could come back sometime after the All-Star break. At least that's what I had heard. That's what I had kind of thought. It was like, well, he'll play without him for the majority of the year, but it's about an 8-month injury, so he'll come back just in time for the playoffs. Well, now it is unlikely, according to head coach Steve Kerr, that Klay Thompson will play this year. So here's the original quote, and then we'll talk about the kind of new quote that he's put out recently. Here's what Kerr originally said just the other day. Quote, "You have to look at it realistically. I had an ACL tear in college, and I missed the whole season. Generally, an ACL for a basketball player is a full year recovery, and if it's a full year for Klay, that puts them out for the season." So that comes out. Everyone in the media kind of freaks out and go, whoa, we thought we'd get Klay for a little bit for the postseason. Not the case. Now, an anonymous source was telling multiple different CBS Sports, SI.com, that the Warriors still remain hopeful, but are going to under-promise to the fans that way they do not recreate the Kevin Durant injury where it felt like they were rushing him back. Now, Steve Kerr, again, it's a long, winding story, bear with me here. Steve Kerr has come back recently and said, well, I'm not going to say he's definitely not going to play, but we are going to remain hopeful with Klay Thompson. Let's just break all this down, okay? Here's what the Warriors are trying to tell us by saying this and saying that. Klay Thompson is most likely going to miss the entire NBA season. Now, that definitely hurts the Warriors' title chances, and it hurts a lot of fans who probably love Klay Thompson and love the fact that him on the Warriors makes them a title contender. So, Steve Kerr comes out, gives you an honest answer. I bet you ownership came to him and said, well, Steve, listen, it's kind of true, but it's not 100% true. Don't take away all the hope that some fans have later on in the year. Kerr goes back out and says, well, we'll see what happens. He could come back. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. That's what I think has happened with the Golden State Warriors situation with Klay Thompson right now. I think if we're being realistic, as Warrior fans, we need to prepare to not have Klay Thompson for the entire 2019-2020 NBA season. And that means Steph, even bigger roles, we already knew he would. D'Angelo Russell, the bigs, and the rest of these role players are going to have to figure it out and play with without one of the best shooters and really best all-around players in the entire NBA in Klay Thompson. Okay, how worried are you about Klay missing the entire season or potentially missing the entire season? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Now, if you're not worried at all, a lot of you guys are still very confident in the Warriors, as am I. Put our money where our mouth is. Bet DSI pairing up with us for this video. It's a great online sports betting website where you guys can get your bets in on the NBA season that's just around the corner. Literally, go to chatsports.com/bet. Use our promo code DEAL120. You get a 120% deposit bonus that you can spend on betting on the Warriors or betting on the NBA because the season's here. Why not make a little money off of it as well? Again, chatsports.com/bet. Use our promo code DEAL120. We all use it here at Chat Sports. That's why we promote it. It's great stuff. 120% deposit bonus. Do it. Do it now. All right, next, this one was very interesting earlier on in this week. Did you see what Michael Jordan had to say about Steph Curry? You missed it. I'm surprised you did because it's all over the news. So Michael Jordan had an interview on the Today Show, which is unique because Jordan doesn't really talk to the media. We all know that LeBron is very outspoken. Jordan, not so much. And he was kind of asked about Steph Curry and asked about who he'd want to play a pickup game with or who would he want to be on his team. And he joked that Steph Curry is not yet a Hall of Famer. That's basically what he said. Steph is not a Hall of Famer yet. Now, you just take that as a headline, you'll read it and go, wow. Seems kind of bitter, right? Saying Steph's not a Hall of Famer yet. Steph's a two-time MVP, 3 championships, like every single three-point statistic he basically owns, every single record he owns, third most all-time threes in history, by the way. But when you actually watch the video, you'll see that Jordan lets out a little bit of a smirk, and the Today Show host and them kind of have a laugh. I think this is 100% Jordan just messing around. I also even read a little case that Jordan's trying not to get fined by the NBA for tampering because he is the Charlotte Hornets owner, and Steph is from Charlotte, and there's always been that little link for Steph and Charlotte throughout his entire career, so that would make sense as well. But a lot of Warriors fans got upset about this. A lot of national media people debated, oh, well, what is Jordan thinking? Steph is a Hall of Famer. Here's the deal. Steph will 100% be a Hall of Fame player. We all know that. He's not even done winning titles and MVPs yet. And Jordan, I think, was just cracking a little joke. Not on camera that often, maybe not really used to the whole sarcasm thing. Not a big deal here. I don't see it as ever being a scenario where we got to get upset at Michael Jordan for calling out Steph Curry. What do you guys think? This is obvious, right? Everybody who watches this video should go down and comment yes. Is Steph Curry a Hall of Famer? Yeah? Type yes down below. Type Y down below for yes, N down below for no. Just type Y. We all know that he is. You type no, you're going to look like an idiot. Y for yes, Steph is a Hall of Famer. Okay, speaking of Steph, he was on the TK Show podcast, which I think is a podcast for The Athletic, talking about the Warriors this year and their lack of depth without, of course, Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson. So, of course, Klay out for the year, as we've talked about, most likely. The weight of really the entire Warriors franchise falls on Steph Curry's shoulders. Now, he was always the face, but now, you can't defer to Steph, or you can't defer to Klay, and you can't defer to Kevin Durant. And so on the podcast, he was asked about this, and Curry said this, quote, "This year, if I, for lack of better terms, blank the bed, it's going to be really hard for us to win games." And he went on to say that he has to play well night in and night out, or else there's not going to be a lot of help around him to bail them out of games. You don't have Durant going for 40, or Klay Thompson hitting a billion threes in the third quarter to bail them out of games that they're struggling in, because as great as Steph is, he's a human being, which means he's not going to be perfect in every single game. What does this tell us about the Warriors? It tells us that I think Steph is not exactly sold on D'Angelo Russell. Now, don't take that as Steph taking a shot at D'Angelo Russell. I think it's just Steph going, yeah, I used to play with probably the best player in the NBA in Kevin Durant, 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to call it, and one of the best all-around players in Klay Thompson. D'Angelo Russell is not either of those players. I'm going to have to pick up my game to lead this team to the playoffs and lead them to an NBA championship, because Russell's going to be fun. Russell's a good player. He's an all-star, but he's young, and he is not Kevin Durant, and he is definitely, definitely not Klay Thompson. Okay, question for you guys here. If you're betting on the Warriors using our BetDSI promo code, how many games are you betting on the Warriors to win? 47? 50? 55? 60? It's a little high. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. How many games will the Golden State Warriors win? All right, final bit of stories here. Draymond Green might have to start shooting a lot more now that as we keep saying, Klay and Durant are both out. So Green has always been, he now is the third option on this team behind D'Angelo Russell and Steph, but he used to be the fourth option, even sometimes the fifth option, whenever it was Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant. So pull up this little chart that I put up for you guys here. In 2014, Draymond Green averaged about 9.7 shots per game. That went up in 2015 to 10.1, and then once Durant arrived in 2016, all the way back down, 8.8 points per game, which shows you a trend that he, kind of deferred the shooting to the better shooters, as he should. Now we're looking at a scenario where I think Draymond Green's going to have to definitely step up his shooting and be more of a scorer, not just a pure scorer, because he's not. He's supposed to be defensively sound and play and assist well and guard the rim and do all the things that Draymond Green does, but the shooting is definitely going to have to come up. And Steph Curry even commented on this, hoping that Draymond Green is going to shoot even more this year. That way he can pick up the slack that is being left right now with the Golden State Warriors. How many points do you guys think Draymond Green is going to average this year? He's always been a 15 to 18 point per game guy, right about 16 points per game. If he shoots more, that's going to go up, right? So 18 points per game? Could he do 20? That'd be crazy. Could he do 20 points per game? How many points will Draymond Green average? Let me know in the comments down below. And finally here, on our Warriors News and Rumors video, let's go ahead and preview tomorrow's opening game for our Golden State Warriors at the new Chase Arena as the LA Clippers come to town. Of course, the Clippers are just coming off of the real opening night game against the Los Angeles Lakers, where you got to see Kawhi Leonard play for the first time. But of course, three big things I'm looking at here. Number one, just what the new Chase Center looks like. Like, how many of us spent a lot of time watching preseason games? I mean, I did, but for you guys, let's have a look at the new Chase Center. It's going to be sold out. I think all those aerial shots in from inside the arena are going to be beautiful. Let's just see how it looks, because we're all nostalgic for Oracle. Number two here, this is a big one. D'Angelo Russell's chemistry. Draymond Green said during the preseason they expected to get killed because the chemistry was not there. He was hinting at D'Angelo Russell. How does D'Angelo Russell look against a very, very good Clipper squad, meshing with the players that are on the floor, including Steph Curry? I'm very, very curious, not just tomorrow, but throughout the entire season, what D'Angelo Russell looks like on this squad. As important as Steph is, and he's, the engine, like he's going to keep us afloat and win us games and championships and all that stuff. If the Warriors want to get to the NBA Finals this year, D'Angelo Russell has got to be even better, take another step up. Let's see if he can do it starting off tomorrow in Game 1 of 82. And finally here, how about everyone else? I mean, talk about who's going to be the small forward. Robinson, Evans, Poole, someone else. Who's going to get out there and be the starting small forward and really hold on to the starting small forward spot for games to come? Can someone just lock it up and hold it down and be that guy for the rest of the year, or is it going to be a rotating door? Very curious about the small forward position. And then, of course, the bigs down below. How long can we hold out without Willie Cauley-Stein coming back? These are all questions I want to see tomorrow that we'll see them build towards, because we won't have all the answers tomorrow, and Kawhi's there. No Paul George, but Kawhi, of course, is great, and they have Pat Bev, and they have Doc Rivers, so they're a good team. But I'm very, very curious to see the building blocks of the season starting off tomorrow night for the Golden State Warriors. Prediction for tomorrow's game? Anyone? You want a score prediction? If you get it right, I'll give you a shout out during the next video. So if you can predict the correct score, go ahead and do it down below. That's all the time we have for today on the Warriors News and Rumors video. Guys, we're here. Like, the NBA season is finally here. Be sure to subscribe to Chat Sports. That way you can stay up to date on all the latest basketball news and rumors as we head into 82 games of excitement on what could be the most exciting NBA season we have had in a very, very long time. Cannot wait to officially pop the champagne bottle on the new Chase Arena tomorrow in San Francisco. It's the start of a new era with a brand new team. We'll see how the Warriors do in this upcoming season. Again, all the time we have for today for Chat Sports, I'm Thomas Mott, signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day.